Hello and welcome to our astrological vibrations for Wednesday, June 22nd, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am patient with and nurture my feels, which reminded me I put down my cards, which one of the cards is the patience card today. And definitely going to need that as we kick off the day. We kick off the day, moon still in Aries, and the moon in Aries connecting to Mars. Anytime we have moon and Mars, it always feels like temper tantrum energy to me because Mars can be a little bit like Veruca Salt. I want what I want and I want it now. Mars rules our desire. So Mars, especially in Aries, is like I see the thing, I want the thing, I go after the thing. Now the moon comes in and just adds feeling to the I want it now kind of attitude, and is ready to throw down temper tantrum when the now can't be right now, because we live on Earth and sometimes it requires process, right? So if there has been any frustration building, if there's anything that you are feeling very impatient with, this energy can kick that up. Not to mention, Sun and Cancer, our feels are heightened. So we have that. But top of the cards is actually the intensity card, which is like, I want it now and I'm going after it. This energy is ripe with passion. It's ripe with inspiration. That's not the I word that I'm looking for. There's a word on the tip of my brain. We'll see if it comes through. But it's sort of in the vein of inspiration and moving in that direction. Like, this is a really great day for taking off in the realm of creativity with this combo. Unfortunately, the moon moves fast. So we'll have a few hours feeling that energy, and then we shift. Now, what could add to that in interesting ways is Venus. Venus finishing up in the sign of Taurus. Venus will be at 29 Taurus through most of the day, which is heightening our desire for sensuality, heightening our desire for pleasure. Venus in Taurus just wants to be so Venus-y, so Venusian. Smell the flowers, eat the food, touch, the soft things, happy, beautiful aesthetic, spend all the money. That's Venus in Taurus kind of energy. So Venus in Taurus is at that 29 degrees, which again could lead to like, but I want it now. Listen to your intuition, let that guide you, kind of feels. We then have Venus shift into Gemini at 5:34 p.m. Pacific time. Now, Venus in Gemini is definitely still a fun placement. Venus, while it can represent romantic relationship, does represent other relationships as well. And Venus in Gemini wants all of the relationships. I want to be friends. I want, my partners, plural, because it's Gemini, right? That kind of energy. Gemini, to me, one of the main themes is the theme of connection. And so Venus in Gemini is longing to make connections. Connections to learn from, connections to laugh with, connections that take their mind in places. So we're looking for that with Venus in Gemini. Beautiful energy. We do have to watch Venus in Gemini is a very flirty energy and doesn't necessarily, no calling out any Venus in Geminis, but doesn't necessarily do commitment easily, at least initially. So be aware with Venus in Gemini, we all may be feeling a little more commitment phobic, looking for connection. But that's the thing, is noticing it doesn't necessarily have to be about commitment, that if there is any waning in that energy, that it is about looking for connection. So taking some time to connect with Venus in Gemini. And I would say the other thing with Venus in Gemini, because Venus also rules our worth, be very aware of the mimicking, the twinning that happens for you during Venus in Gemini, because you may end up mimicking, twinning with energies that you don't really want to connect with, but that energy will just kind of flow naturally during this transit. It's going to be great for conversations, hopefully making and meeting new friends during this transit. It's going till about, I think, July 17th. Gemini just wants to have fun. So Venus in Gemini, the song just flashed into my head. Girls just want to have fun. So all of us will have that, inner yin that just wants to have fun, that just wants to connect. But we will have Venus at 0 degrees for about 24 hours. So do be aware of that as well. That Venus 0, especially with that strong Mars Aries energy, can just boost some of those aggro vibes. The last thing on the docket for the day is the moon and Saturn connecting. So Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, moon in Aries. Again, lots of ideas coming through this day. Aquarius is innovation. And as it connects to the moon, when feeling energy meets innovation, beautiful creations can come about. So I'm feeling that in the evening. There may be some shoulds. You may put your action energy towards shoulds. Just make sure that they're in alignment with you. It very much feels like the participation card, right? We're participating, we're showing up, we're doing the things. This next card, possibilities. So Venus in Gemini. Venus in Gemini is open to the possibilities. So keep yourself open. Again, it just doesn't have to be romantic. Be open to the possibilities of the connections that the universe would like to send you over this next month. I think that there's one more card. Ooh, suppression. So this is in reverse. There may be some old stuff that needs to come up and out with that moon and Mars connection. It reaches its peak at like noon Pacific time. So we're going to be feeling that, earlier in the day and into the afternoon. So watch for those little things that bug you that can suddenly become a rah kind of feeling. So let that be my YouTube picture. I swear YouTube picks the worst ones. That is it for today. You can book a reading. I am doing a thing. I am not into this whole inflation thing. I really like my prices. However, in order to not up-level my prices, I'm going to have to do more readings, which I'm totally willing to do. So if you would like to support me in not supporting inflation, please book a reading or join my Patreon group, which is any amount you want to offer. So I'm going to leave that there for today. Besides all that stuff, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.